The championship match. Packed stadium, 90,000 voices. Kaito Tanaka stumbles, out of breath. Team down 0-1. Then the crowd roars. A wave of sound. Orange spirals stream from every seat, converging on Kaito.
It's flowing into me.
His eyes ignite. In a blur, he blazes past 3 defenders, an impossible burst of speed. A single, devastating strike. The ball rockets into the top corner. The stadium erupts, the broadcast analyst's voice. Another miraculous win for the crowd eater. But why do the fans look like they've run a marathon? As the crowd filters out, pale faces stagger under the stadium lights. Exhaustion hangs in the air. Not celebration fatigue. Something deeper. Something wrong. Later, a news report highlights a pattern. Post-match fatigue after every crowd eater appearance. The question lingers unanswered. What is the true cost of that power? Weeks earlier, an empty training ground at dawn. Kaito Tanaka was just a name, a striker who couldn't score.
Coach keeps calling me lazy, but I am here before the sun. What else can I do?
Every shot sailed wide. Every touch betrayed him, alone on the pitch. He was less than ordinary. Then came a local tournament. A few hundred voices in the stands. No one expected the impossible.
Why? Why is my body moving like this? I am not even trying.
In the penalty box, he twisted through 3 defenders. A blur of red and white. Unstoppable.
A goal. I scored. A goal? That wasn't my skill. That was something else.
Tanaka, that was a pro-level finish. Where did that come from?
I don't know, Coach. I just felt something, like I could do anything, but I don't understand it.
The crowd's roar faded. The mystery remained. No one noticed the tiny spark of orange in his eyes. The next day, Kaito returned alone. No crowd, no noise. He had to know if it was just a fluke.
Again, focus, just like before. But nothing is happening. My body feels like lead.
The empty stadium swallowed his efforts. Without an echo, he was useless again. A week later, at a noisy school festival match, the impossible happened again.
It's the noise. It has to be. When the crowd is loud, I can do anything.
He tested the theory. In the next game, he wore earplugs. The roar became a murmur. Instantly, his power vanished. He tripped, miskicked, and collapsed, completely ordinary.
Without the sound, I am nothing. The noise literally fuels me. This is insane.
He removed the earplugs. The roar crashed over him. Power surged back. Undeniable.
If the crowd makes me strong, then I'll chase bigger crowds. I'll become unstoppable.
Months later, Kaito walked through the stadium tunnel for his first pro match. A contract in his pocket. A crowd ahead.
You've got something special, Tanaka. Don't overthink it. Just listen to the crowd. Let it carry you.
This roar, it's so much thicker. It pours into me like fuel. I can feel it in my bones.
In the 12th minute, he struck. A rocket from 20 meters. The stadium ignited like a powder keg. By half-time, he had a hat trick. The crowd was his engine, and he fed them back with every goal.
3 goals on your debut. That was supernatural. The media will crown you the next legend.
A journalist coined it, the crowd eater. The name exploded across sports pages and talk shows. But as the crowd filtered out, an odd quiet settled over them. Faces were pale, steps heavy, like they'd run for hours. A match commentator noted, "Fans look unusually drained for a winning match, almost exhausted." In the locker room, Kaito felt a strange hollowness in his chest. He shook it off. Just the adrenaline fading. The pattern emerged fast. In packed stadiums, Kaito was a god, a lightning strike on cleats. In empty ones, he was invisible.
The silence here is oppressive. It's like trying to breathe underwater. I can't move.
In a 5,000-seat ground, he missed an open net. The away fans laughed. The headlines were merciless. A commentator's jab, Kaito Tanaka. the crowd merchant. Only sells his miracles where the noise pays. Sakura Aoyama, the new team manager, watched every match with a scientist's eye. The crowd's exhaustion bothered her.
The fans leave every one of his wins looking like they ran a marathon. That's not normal, not even close.
She cross-referenced attendance sizes, ambient noise levels, and fan health complaints. A dark correlation began to form.
Every spike in his performance aligns with a drop in the crowd's energy, but that's impossible, unless it's not just noise he's absorbing.
She wasn't ready to believe it yet. So she began secretly tracking post-match health reports, waiting for proof. On the pitch, Kaito remained oblivious, chasing bigger noises, never guessing that every cheer came at a price. In the stands, apart from the roaring crowd, a lone figure watched with ice-cold precision. Ren Ishida.
He's stealing from them. Every cheer, every gasp, he's pulling it out of their lungs.
Sakura, scanning the stands from a monitoring booth, caught the whisper on a sensitive microphone. Her blood ran cold.
Who is that? He said, stealing, does he know something?
By the time she reached the stands, Ren had vanished, leaving only an echo of his chilling words. She pulled his file. Ren Ishida, prodigy who performed best in complete silence. No crowd, no noise, and no drain.
He's the opposite of Kaito, a mirror image. If I can understand how Ren operates, maybe I can figure out what Kaito really is.
Ren became her shadow subject. She tracked his training, his silent dominance, his almost preternatural calm. Meanwhile, Kaito kept chasing bigger roars, never feeling the cold gaze from the stands that saw his secret. Ren's judgment had been passed. The crowd eater was a parasite, and parasites had to be exposed. Before the semi-final, Ren Ishida appeared in the tunnel. No crowd, no cameras, only the cold promise of a challenge.
You feed on their noise, Tanaka. Tomorrow, empty stadium. One-on-one. Show me what you are without your fuel.
He knows, but I can't refuse. I'll prove this isn't just a trick. I'll show him real skill.
The next morning, the stadium was a hollow cathedral. Only the wind filled the silence. They stood at the center circle. Ren's first touch stole the ball cleanly. Kaito stumbled forward, grasping at air. The silence made every mistake echo.
I can't breathe. He's reading everything. Without the noise, my body won't listen.
Ren sliced through the defense, scoring with a flick of his boot. Then again, Kaito's hands were shaking.
This is who you are without them. Weak, predictable. A leech that forgot how to walk on its own legs.
Kaito's knees hit the turf. The stadium swallowed him whole, a silent, infinite judgment.
He's right. I've never been a real player. I am just a parasite.
Late that night, Sakura hunched over her desk. Monitors showed vital signs and fan surveys. The puzzle was nearly complete.
Every exit interview says the same thing. Exhaustion, headaches, a strange emptiness. But only after his matches.
She overlaid crowd noise levels with post-match health data. The spikes matched perfectly, a 30% vitality drop, like clockwork.
This isn't coincidence. Bigger roars mean deeper drain. Television viewers are fine. Only the live crowd suffers.
She pulled up the hat trick clip. Orange waves surged into Kaito. A front row boy slumped, eyes hollowed out.
It's not just sound, he's absorbing their life force. He's feeding on them.
The proof was absolute. Kaito wasn't a miracle. He was a vacuum, draining every crowd that cheered.
I must confront him, but not yet. I need more evidence. If I am wrong, it'll destroy him.
She would wait. One more match, one more test. Then she would show him the truth, whatever the cost. But Kaito, broken by Ren's words, was already sinking deeper, and the clock was ticking toward the next catastrophe. The match was slipping away again. Kaito felt the weight of silence even among the deafening roar.
I hate this power now, but I can't let them down. Not again.
The roar hit a fever pitch. Orange tendrils lashed into him, against his will, filling his trembling limbs. In the dying seconds, he struck. An impossible arc from 30 meters. The net bulged. As the crowd erupted, paramedics swarmed a front row seat. A small figure, limp and pale, was lifted away. Her Kato scarf slipped from limp fingers. The once shouting girl was hollowed out, barely breathing.
That seat, it was full a second ago. Did I do this? No, it's just a coincidence.
That night, news banners screamed, "Stadium sickness strikes again after crowd eater's miracle win." Sakura's hand trembled as she scrolled through the medical reports. A 10-year-old in ICU, no more waiting. She grabbed her tablet, loaded with evidence. The truth would destroy him, but delay would destroy others. Sakura pulled Kaito into her office late that night. The tablet screen glowed with a terrible certainty.
Kaito, you need to see this. The noise you absorb, it's not just sound, it's life force.
Life force. Number. That can't be right. I am just channeling the crowd's noise.
One by one, she laid out the graphs, the interviews, the child's heart rate flatlining as his power surged.
Every cheer you consume makes you stronger, and every cheer drains them. A little girl is in ICU because of tonight.
That's impossible. I am not taking anything from them. The noise is just fuel. That's all.
Sakura tapped the split screen. On one side, Kaito in orange glory. On the other, a small girl collapsing, her scarf falling.
Number. I saw that empty seat. I felt the hollowness after every goal. It was me. I've been stealing their very breath.
The orange light in his eyes stuttered and died, like a candle in a vacuum. His knees gave way.
I've been killing them. I am a monster. I'll never use it again. I swear it.
The match arrived, and Kaito stepped onto the pitch like a condemned man. No joy, no glow, just a hollow stare.
Don't take it. Not 1 decibel. Just play normal football. Please.
But the roar was a living thing. It clawed into his chest, against his will, and pulled the orange out.
No, stop. I can't control it.
His body betrayed him. A volley of stolen energy sent the ball screaming into the net. The crowd erupted. He felt only rot.
I scored, but I am feeding again. Every clap is another piece of their soul.
After the final whistle, he found the front row. The little girl was there, paler, her Kato scarf limp as a ghost.
She's worse. She came because of me, and I stole more.
He barely made it to the locker room before his stomach emptied. Then he typed the message. His text read, "Coach, I am injured. I can't play anymore. I am done." He sent it, then collapsed. The next morning, Coach Yamada's voice cracked through the phone. Not a text, a command. "My office, now."
Tanaka, what the hell? You can't quit 2 weeks before the biggest final of your life.
I can't play. Coach, you don't understand. Every time I'm on that field, I hurt people.
Hurt people? You are winning matches. 90,000 people are counting on you. This team has bled for this.
How do I explain that I feed on their lives? That every cheer is a wound?
Then help me understand. Or don't show your face again. The team moves on without you.
Kaito said nothing. He turned and walked into the corridor, the coach's glare burning into his back through a window. The training pitch stretched under morning light. His teammates drilled with desperate hope. He couldn't look.
They've sacrificed everything. I am the only one who can carry them. But the cost, I can't pay it.
He walked into the darkness beyond the floodlights, the roar of the final already pulling at his soul. The empty training ground was silent, except for one man waiting at the center circle. Ren Ishida, arms folded.
Quitting, Tanaka. Pathetic. But I'll give you a chance to escape the final. An empty stadium. Tomorrow, beat me without your powers, and I'll get the final postponed. But if you lose, you play the final. and you use every decibel of your curse to the fullest.
He's giving me a way out, but it's a trap. If I lose, I have to become the monster again. And if I refuse...
Then you've already quit everything. There's no third path, Leech.
Kaito looked across the dark pitch toward the distant floodlights, the silent cathedral of his nightmares.
Fine. Tomorrow. Empty stadium. I'll prove there's something left in me.
Ren's smile was a knife's edge. He had already won. The parasite had just swallowed the hook. The stadium was a tomb. No flags, no whispers. Only two figures in the center circle. The ball a silent witness. Ren moved first. A ghost through the silence. Kaito lunged, but his feet felt chained to the earth without the roar. Every thought was too slow. Ren's shot was a needle through the fog. Perfect, inevitable.
I can't breathe. I can't think. There's nothing here but my own weakness.
A second goal. A third. Ren didn't celebrate. He only watched, dissecting every failure with cold eyes.
This is my truth. Without the crowd, I am not even a player. I am less than nothing.
The final whistle blew only in Ren's mind. He had already stopped counting. The game was over before it began.
You've never been strong. You've only ever stolen strength. Now the crowd will pay for your weakness.
Kaito's promise was a chain around his throat. The final would be a feast of stolen souls. He didn't move. The dirt drank his tears. 90,000 voices waited to be devoured. Hours later, Sakura climbed the dark stairwell to Kaito's apartment. The door was ajar, silence bleeding through.
Kaito, I am coming in.
She found him against the wall, stadium dirt still on his knees. He didn't look up. The air was heavy with failure.
I am not here to tell you to play. I am here because there might be another way.
Another way? I've tried everything. The crowd pulls it out of me, whether I want it or not.
Not everything. There are accounts of monks who generated energy from within. No crowd, no noise.
She opened the book. Faded diagrams of meditation. Monks described running for days on inner fire alone.
I believe you can light your own fire, Kaito. Use your will, not their lives.
Show me. If there's even a sliver of a chance, I'll take it.
He took the book. His hands trembled, but a warmth that wasn't stolen bloomed in his chest. Before dawn, Kaito knelt on a remote field, the book of inner flame open at his side.
Focus. Feel the heat in my core. Not the crowd's roar. My own fire.
He launched into a sprint. A ribbon of orange light coiled around his ankles, then vanished.
It's gone again. 2 seconds of light isn't enough.
Sakura stood at the field's edge, tablet in hand. The biometric graph spiked and plummeted.
You are fighting yourself, Kaito. The flame doesn't come from muscle, it comes from will.
He crashed onto the turf, chest heaving. The grass was cold, the sky indifferent.
It won't stay lit. I am out of time.
Then don't rest. There's no other path.
He pushed himself up again, knees trembling. A flicker of orange sparked in his eyes before vanishing. He ran anyway. The night before the final, Kaito stood on a hill overlooking the stadium. The lights blazed like a distant galaxy.
90,000 voices. The biggest roar I've ever faced. And I've sworn not to steal a single whisper.
He closed his eyes and breathed. The old teachings echoed. The flame is a mirror, not a parasite.
All this time, I thought the roar was fuel. But it's just a reflection. I can resonate without taking.
A warmth kindled in his chest, not from the distant stadium, but from the quiet center of his own resolve.
This is my own fire. It doesn't drain, it gives.
He opened his eyes. For the first time, the orange glow was unwavering, wholly his own.
I'll give it all back.
He turned from the hill and walked toward the stadium, the lights pulling him forward into the final. The final was hours away. He was ready. The final whistle blew and 90,000 voices became a physical force. The sound crashed over Kaito like a tidal wave.
Don't absorb. Let it wash past. Use my own fire.
He played clean, simple passes. No blazing sprints, no impossible shots. His teammates glanced at him, confused. In the 19th minute, Ren Ishida threaded a pass through the defense. Their striker finished 0-1. The crowd groaned.
Kaito, what are you doing? Use your power, now.
I can't. Not like that. Not ever again.
Kaito broke free once, but his shot sailed wide. No orange trail, no blinding speed. He was mortal, and it was costing them.
Tanaka, if you don't use it, I'll sub you out. This is the final.
The halftime whistle was a mercy. In the locker room, Kaito sat silently, head down. Sakura appeared at the door. She said nothing, just a single, steady nod. He breathed. The second half began, and Kaito's eyes opened with a steady, warm orange light. Not a parasite's flare, a calm, self-kindled sunrise.
I can see everything. Ren's feints, his intentions. They're clear now.
He matched Ren step for step, not borrowing an ounce of the crowd's noise. Only the quiet rhythm of his own will drove him. In the 85th minute, a loose ball skittered his way. The crowd's desperate roar became a distant hum as he tuned it out. Then he moved. A ribbon of warm orange fire coiled around his legs, his own energy, brilliant and clean. He weaved past one defender, then another, the ball an extension of his will. No theft, only pure self-belief. From 25 meters, he released. The shot left his boot in a blaze of orange light, scorching the air. The ball rocketed into the top corner, untouched. The net billowed. The goalkeeper stood frozen, stunned. The stadium erupted not with drained exhaustion, but with pure, undiluted joy. Faces glowed, vibrant and truly alive. Kaito collapsed to his knees, arms wide, a smile breaking through tears. The goal was his own, born of inner fire. In added time, a final cross curled toward the goal. Kaito lunged, chest first, and cleared it off the line. The referee's whistle cut through the stadium like a knife. Final champions.
We did it, without taking a single soul. They're all still alive.
His teammates swarmed him, a pile of red and white hoisting him skyward. Coach Yamada, a man of stone, wept openly.
You stubborn fool. You did it your way.
In the stands, Sakura's glasses fogged with tears. She clapped until her hands ached, laughing and crying. The crowd's chant was thunder of pure, undrained energy. Kaito, Kaito, Kaito. Not a single pale face among them.
He didn't take from them, he gave back. Interesting.
Kaito, raised high on shoulders, lifted his arms not to absorb, but to send warmth outward. The crowd blazed brighter. For the first time, the crowd eater had fed the people. The celebration swirled in a blur of red and white. Then a figure parted the crowd, walking quietly toward Kaito.
Tanaka, you found your own strength. No theft, just fire.
Kaito grasped Ren's hand and rose. Two mirrors that had shattered each other now stood side by side. Before Kaito could find words, Sakura burst from the crowd and threw her arms around him.
You did it, Kaito. You really did it.
Kaito looked past her, past the pitch to the 90,000 faces burning bright.
This roar, it's not fuel, it's warmth. I can give it all back.
He raised his arms, not to absorb, but to send every spark he had outward. A wave of warm light rolled over the crowd. The roar swelled into a harmony, and the champion stood finally whole, finally a giver. The floodlights dimmed, but the stadium glowed with its own light. A sea of 90,000 faces, alive and unbroken. At its center, Kaito Tanaka still stood, arms wide, chest rising and falling with a rhythm no longer borrowed. The orange glow that once devoured now radiated outward, a gentle tide that touched every row. A child in the front row, the very one who had collapsed weeks before, waved her scarf with rosy cheeks. No paramedics waited. No hollow stares. Only laughter and song ricocheted off the steel rafters. Sakura stood at the edge of the pitch, tablet hanging loose in her hand, watching the man who had learned to give. Ren, in shadow near the tunnel, allowed the faintest smile before turning away into the quiet. The championship trophy gleamed at the sideline, but Kaito had already lifted something heavier and far more precious. He closed his eyes, and in the silence of his own heart, the true roar finally found its home. The camera pulled back, and the stadium became a cathedral of light, one figure at its heart, arms open to the stars.